Chris from Intentional again. I just wanted to share with you additional thought on the back of my calendar share last week. So I shared my calendar on the basis of showing how I try and structure an ideal week for myself. There's another key ingredient that I've really felt the impact of over the last 12 months, and that's been on this concept of rest. So just inside Asana and part of our new staff onboarding, we have a rest task, and a lot of it just talks about that we're running a marathon and not a sprint. And our particular style of business, where it's month to month to month rather than project work, it can feel like a grind day in day out. So that's the heart of this, I guess, onboarding component. But there's a kind of idea that we leave everyone with as part of that, and it's this idea of fillers and killers, or really what do you find that drains you, and what do you find that lifts you up, gives you joy, Maria Kondo time, what sparks joy. But it really is that idea then of not just letting life happen to you, or as I shared in that other video, don't let other people just set the agenda of meetings and put their meeting times, but be proactive around when you actually want to meet according to the best way that you work. And I actually found this rings true as well for social life. So it's actually presented by a CEO of a large investment firm or consulting firm around this is how he looks at his both work life, but also his outside work life. And it's really, really helped me just to stop and look at what actually fills me up and what drains me out. I say it's so important, particularly, I guess, as you get further in your career, and probably even more so as you build a family and you need to be more precious with your time. Being a Monday and I'm recording this in the afternoon on a Monday, I think this is where you really feel the choices that you made on the weekend. Generally, were they positive choices? Were they do they take away from the rest that you needed maybe to have? So here's just, I mean, look, this very top line of mine. Funny to even share these, but for me, the biggest filler that I miss when I don't do it is running. So just being able to have that time to pop the headphones in, to just think about, process things, and generally run far enough that I'm not that smart. I don't have that long to process. So 3 to 4K. I'm generally after that time thinking more creatively, or thinking of people I haven't seen in a while, and planning social catch ups, or sometimes I have some of my best marketing ideas then as well. So running for me, and I haven't been running much, so you might be able to tell, but that for me is a big one that I'm missing at the moment, just with the weather and being a new dad. I need to plan some more of that. Another one which was interesting for me was actually that my best social time is weekend brunch and lunch hangs, or in general, just weekend brunch and lunch hangs. If I do breakfast too early, or I found, and maybe this has just been in new parenthood, dinners and late nights, you're not going to get the best of me. I'm more than happy still to catch up, but I found the best sort of hangs are those brunch and lunch for me at the moment. Spending good quality time with all of us. Obviously, got the each weekday, but planning to do something with him on the weekend, whether that's just going up to the park or picking up the groceries together. Reflection time as well. I'm going to share another video on my morning routine and how winning the morning really does mean I win the day. Anytime I eat Japanese, Mexican, or Vietnamese, and my, I guess, tolerance here of having average to good, these are the three that, I'm absolutely happy that if I eat these, I'm generally in pretty good mood. And for me, I love too much information friendships. So I love going way too deep about ridiculous ideas and concepts, but also, those friendships where you just pick things up and you can go deep immediately. You don't have to go through the pleasantries. They fill me up. What drains me, amazing. If I spoke to Chris Fraser of 2 or 3 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago, can't do late night weeknights, forget about it. I have a Thursday night in there, but I rarely do it. I can't stand, and maybe this is a shared thing, if people seek out my advice, and this is more so from personal, not so much professional. I don't think I'd still be in business, but personally, if people seek out my advice and then do the complete opposite, I can't handle it. So I probably spend less and less time with people who do that to me. I've got very low tolerance for bad coffee. I have one a day. It's got to be excellent. Same with steaks and burgers. I'm happy to do a steak and a burger catch up, but it's got to be good, and I'll be really particular. Otherwise, take me to Japanese, Mexican, and Vietnamese, and I'm okay to have average to good. And I'll also, this is a funny one, but I thought I'd just share it. Weeds in my lawn drive me insane. So I don't get filled up by doing the lawns, but man, it annoys me when there's weeds sprouting up in what I'm doing. So the idea is sit down, do this. Monday is a fantastic time because you've just had the weekend. You're probably planning stuff for the week ahead. So stop and think about what fills me up, what drains me out, and actually put it in your diary for a period of time and look at essentially just do more of the fillers and less of the killers down below. So I hope that helps. I'll share more, as I said, about the reflection time and a morning routine in a future video. But I just thought there was a bit of engagement around my ideal week, and this is another sort of secret to it. So I thought I'd share today.